and welcome to the Roy Rogers Riders Club.
Thrill again to the thundering hooves and cattle stampedes, barroom brawls, and shootouts of classic Western features and TV shows. Annie Oakley, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, John Wayne, and all their cowboy pals and sidekicks roam the West once more. Heroes never die on Comedy MX channels. They just ride off into the sunset.
Jim Bowie, he was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless and mighty adventuring man.
This is Jim Bowie speaking, and this is a dark alley in the city of New Orleans in 1830. Congress had passed a law prohibiting the importation of slaves from Africa, so a new trade had sprung up, the trade in stolen slaves. It was here in the dark alleys in New Orleans that this trade flourished under the leadership of ex-pirate Jean Lafitte and his band of cutthroats. Human life wasn't cheap. A prime field hand would bring as much as $1,000. Papers were forged, and the poor devil who dared raise his voice against his captors was brutally whipped into submission.
Praise the Lord. Mr. Bowie.
Jim Bowie.
Don't move, mister, or I'll split your head open before you can cock that rifle. Cut him down. You both heard me. Cut him down. Take that knife and cut him down.
What concern is it of yours what I do with this slave?
He's not a slave, mister. He's a freed man. I gave him his papers.
You must be mistaken, monsieur. This man is the property of the Lateen Company. He'll be sold at auction Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
He's the property of no company. He was stolen from my plantation. Field hand of mine saw him dragged aboard a riverboat, and I trailed him here.
Don't bother about me, Mr. Jim. He's a bad man.
Who's in charge around here? Who owns the Lateen Company?
The rifle's cocked now, Mr. Bowie.
Don't give him any reason to whip you, Joseph. I'll be back. I'll get you out of here. There are 5 welts on his back right now. For everyone over 5, when I return for him, I'll cut a groove in your back with this.
But I wouldn't go around accusing people of slave stealing, Mr. Bowie, unless you have evidence.
I can prove everything I said.
Then do it. Unless you can produce papers, the police can't do anything for you. Good night, sir.
There isn't time to get the papers.
Mr. Bowie, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jacques Toulouse, of the Louisiana Courier newspaper.
Howdy.
You'll pardon my eavesdropping, but when I heard that you were, in fact, the great Jim Bowie, I decided I must have an interview with you.
I'm sorry, monsieur, but I'm in a hurry. A friend of mine's in trouble.
Yes, I heard. Something about freeing a man named Joseph, a former slave. If the monsieur will permit me to buy him a glass of wine, I may be able to help him. This way, Monsieur Bowie. You've stumbled into something that even police pretend doesn't exist. Tell me, who made your first knife, Mr. Bowie?
Why? What are they afraid of?
Ever hear of Jean Lafitte?
The pirate?
Please, Mr. Bowie, not so loud. This pirate has become one of our most honored, if not respected citizens, since he helped General Jackson drive the British over the Baratier Islands. It has now become the custom, as well as the manner of discretion, so to speak, to look the other way when Pirate Lafitte turns his hand to slave trading. It's a large business in New Orleans, my friend. A very large business. And the men who run it will brook no interference.
Not even from the law?
Tell me, why did you sharpen both sides of the blade near the end?
Where will I find Lafitte?
He lives on Galveston Island, but he has a business partner, a Monsieur Pierre Jouvin, who lives here, and who is just as dangerous.
Where will I find him?
I'll give you his address in return for the story of the knife.
Agreed.
24 Rue Sablon in the Vieux Carré.
24 Rue Sablon. Much obliged, Mr. Toulouse, for the wine.
What about the story of the knife?
Meet me later at the Twin Oaks Inn.
But, monsieur, suppose you don't come out alive.
Well, then, Mr. Toulouse, you'll just have to write my obituary. It'll make a much shorter story.
Good evening. I've come to see Mr. Pierre Jouvin.
Monsieur Jouvin is occupied with guests.
It'll only take a minute.
I'm sorry. He does not wish to be disturbed.
Madeleine, my dear, there is something I wish to tell you privately.
Excuse me.
My name's Jim Bowie. I'm looking for Mr. Pierre Jouvin. Is he here?
I am sorry, monsieur. It's the one I turned away from the door. Will you be so good to follow me, monsieur?
I'm not leaving till I see Mr. Jouvin.
I am Pierre Jouvin. Now, what brings you into my courtyard like a man from another planet?
I come to see you, sir, about a Negro you're holding in a warehouse on Water Street. His name's Joseph.
Joseph Samuel Thomas. Names mean nothing to me.
Where'd you get him?
Through customary channels, I suppose. If we have him, our papers should show where we got him.
Forged papers, Mr. Jouvin. Joseph is a freed man. I ought to know. He belonged to me, and I freed him.
Are you prepared to prove this, monsieur?
Yes, sir, I am. The papers are in the courthouse at Opelousas.
Then get them, my friend, before you break into a man's house and make rash charges.
There isn't time to get him. Your men are auctioning him off Saturday. You'll have to take my word for it.
The word of an American.
What's wrong with the word of an American? Maybe you've all forgotten that Louisiana is America now.
A regrettable occurrence, monsieur. One we French choose to forget. Now, will you go, please? My guests are not amused by this unpleasant interruption.
I didn't come here to amuse anybody. I came here to ask you to release this man.
Jacques, show him out, please.
Is that your final answer?
It is.
Then this is mine.
Thank you, Jacques. It's time someone showed this pig a few manners. Get the swords.
You want to fight, mister? A knife's good enough for me.
The swords, monsieur.
Where I come from, man fights with whatever weapon comes to hand. Take your choice.
Monsieur Jouvin is the injured party. He chooses the weapons and he chooses swords.
Wait! It would be little less than murder to pit this man against a swordsman like you.
Mademoiselle Dupré flatters me. But I've made my choice, monsieur.
Come, monsieur, your sword beat. Allez, monsieur.
no swordsman. Jourdain is making a fool of him.
Apologize, monsieur. Quickly.
As far as I'm concerned, you're still a slave thief. All right, Jourdain. You won this fight fair and square. But don't press your luck.
Be careful, monsieur. This American has a reputation with a knife.
Get out.
This way, monsieur.
Through the back door. And don't scuff your feet on the floors.
This way, monsieur.
Monsieur Bowie. You forgot these.
Yeah, thank you.
I am Madeleine Dupré. You are a courageous man, Monsieur Bowie, but you made one mistake tonight. You insulted Pierre Jouvin and gave him the choice of weapons. Next time, I suggest that you let Monsieur Jouvin insult you. He will be at the Club des Exiles tomorrow night. Perhaps if you disguised yourself as a gentleman, they might let you in.
Give me a bottle of ale, Peg.
Allow me to drink to your continued good health, Mr. Bowie.
Hello.
I'm glad I didn't have to write your obituary. You met Jouvin. Jouvin's adversaries don't
Raise it
usually
20.
walk away.
I raise you 20.
I go. Peg, is this man staying here?
Yes, sir. I got you beat, mister.
Just a minute. Give him back his money.
Who said so?
I said give him back his money. Look, you know a man's too drunk to know what he's doing. Come on, you've played enough tonight, mister.
Need any help, Mr.
You're
Bowie?
going up to bed.
Jim Bowie?
Come on, up to get.
I don't want to quit.
You've had enough for the night, mister. Come on.
You men use real good judgment.
I'll take you to your room.
Want to go? Yeah.
Here we are.
Oh. Thank you.
Friend of yours?
Him? I never saw him before.
You mean you pulled him out of the card game for no reason at all?
The man was drunk. He was being fleeced.
As it happens, the man was Sam Houston. Drunk or sober, he's quite capable of taking care of himself.
Sam Houston?
That's right. Now for the story you promised me about the famous Bowie knife. What is it?
I didn't think that I'd ever put Governor Sam Houston to bed. Evening, Peg.
Your carriage is waiting for you, Mr. Bowie.
Thanks.
Bowie. Did I hear somebody say Bowie? So you're Jim Bowie. What right you got pulling me out of a card game when I'm holding a club flush?
You were holding a whiskey flush, sir, and you were being cheated.
You're right, friend, you're right. And Sam Houston thanks you.
Glad to be of service, Governor.
Oh, no, not governor, just Sam Houston. Businessman, trader, adventurer like yourself. Peg, a bottle of Monongahela. So you're Jim Bowie. Come on, sit down. You know, you've made quite a reputation for yourself. I've been wanting to catch up with you for a long time. Sam Houston like no more about you. Did you ever hear of a place called Texas?
Of course. My brother Rezin and I have been thinking of going out there and buying up some land.
Well, here's to Texas. You ought to see it, friend. Why, its virgin soil lies untouched by the plow, and its vast prairies teem with buffalo. And riches. Riches beyond a man's wildest dreams. When can you leave, Bowie?
Whoa, not so fast, Mr. Houston. I was just thinking of going there. I'm not leaving right now.
Why not?
Well, I have my plantation in Opelousas to look after, and
Why in Texas you'll have so much land will make that plantation of yours look like a sharecropper's half acre. Now, enough of this talk. When can you leave?
I'm sorry, Mr. Houston. I can't even talk about it right now. A friend of mine's in trouble.
Trouble?
A Negro named Joseph. He was picked up by Lafitte's slave stealers. And he'll be sold at auction unless I can free him in time.
Ah, bother with this fellow. You and me still got a lot of talking and drinking to do.
You'll have to excuse me, sir. I gave this man his freedom. He saved my life once. I can't turn my back on him now.
You know something, Bowie? The more you talk, the more Sam Houston wants you to go to Texas with him. Now then, you got any plan of action to free this friend of yours, Joseph?
I've located the man who holds him. May take a little persuading.
Well, my knife hand might not be as skilled as yours, but it's yours for what it's worth.
Let's go, Mr. Houston.
Sur le rouge, 2300.
Houston's the name, Sam Houston, of Tennessee, Texas, and the Cherokee Nation. This is my friend here, Jim Bowie.
Pardon. I'm Henri, the manager. Permit me to welcome you to the Club des Exilés. You honor us with your presence, gentlemen. Make yourselves at home.
See what he called it? Gentlemen. Disguise is perfect.
There's my man. The roulette table.
I'll sit here. Chair's always a handy weapon.
Give me some blues, please.
Henri? Henri!
Let's see your bed, gentlemen, please.
Wait.
Monsieur Juvin called.
Yes, I called already. I was under the impression this was a gentleman's club.
Oh, I'm at a loss, Monsieur Juvin.
He means me, Henri. Mr. Juvin doesn't think that I belong here. In plain words, Mr. Juvin doesn't think that I'm a gentleman. Isn't that right, sir?
Is there any doubt about it, monsieur?
I couldn't say, Mr. Juvin. I don't rightly know what it takes to be a gentleman in these parts.
Monsieur Bowie, it would be best perhaps if you left.
Well, Henri, first you welcome me here, then you ask me to leave. You seem to be having a little trouble riding the mule at both ends.
Not ask him to leave, Henri. Throw him out.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Henri. Let me say what I came here to say. Then I'll leave of my own accord. I would just like to point out to all you distinguished gentlemen that you can't tell a man by the cut of his coat. Take Mr. Juvin here, for example. He has the fine clothes, the fine speech, the fine manners of a gentleman. But that's where it ends. Because Mr. Juvin, your distinguished fellow club member, is a dirty, slave-stealing thief. He's a hireling of the pirate Lafitte. Thank you, Juvin.
Monsieur Juvin, Monsieur Bowie, please, gentlemen, please, remember where you are, remember what you are. I don't start the game going. Gentlemen, please place your bets.
1 minute. According to your code of the duello, as I was struck, I'm entitled to choice of weapon.
That's correct, sir. And I claim the honor of being the second to Monsieur Juvin.
Allow me the honor to introduce my second, Mr. Sam Houston of Tennessee and Texas.
We are indeed honored, sir. Weapons, time, and place, monsieur?
Bowie knives. Here and now. It's your choice, monsieur. All right, gentlemen, step back and give him fighting room.
Oh, please, not in here, sir. Oh, no, 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 the equipment. Please, up here. Here's a wonderful lounge. It's very nice indeed. Come up here, sir. Look, it's a special room.
That looks all right.
The only condition I'd like to make is that Mr. Jouvin and I are locked in that room alone.
Barbaric.
Oh, come, monsieur. Must we quibble over the way my friend chooses to die? Now, let's get on with it.
Of course, sir. If you'd care to admit that you're a thief and return Joseph to me, I'd be very happy to call off the duel.
Come, monsieur. Let's get this over with at once.
You gentlemen came here to gamble. Anybody like to make a little bet?
$500 on Jouvin.
The gentleman has a bet.
Tables and chairs. Shouldn't that be removed?
No, if you hazard, it'll make the fight more exciting. Particularly when the room's dark.
Dark.
That's right, Jouvin. You taught me a few tricks with the rapier. Maybe I can teach you a few tricks with the knife. That's something for me to remember, Jouvin. Never turn my back on you. No, no. Don't hold the knife like that. Hold it like this. That's right. That's good, Jouvin. That's right. Try again. Come on.
I might be willing to lay a few odds. Say, 5-3. Any takers? The odds are getting shorter, gentlemen.
There's something wrong in there. Maybe they're both dead.
In that case, naturally, all bets are off.
It's Pierre! It's one!
Tell him, Jouvin. Go on, tell him.
Everything he said is true.
Louder.
I deal in stolen slaves.
Sit down over there. Go on, move. Henri, notify the police.
Oui, monsieur.
Sit down, Jouvin. Write an order for Joseph's release.
$500 from the gentleman.
And while you're about it, write a release for every stolen slave in the Barracoon.
Let's have a look at your back.
5. Lucky for you, there aren't any more. How about the rest of these men? What's going to happen to them?
They will be returned to their rightful owners. Good night, gentlemen. Allez, on, vite! This will make a better story than knowing about your famous knife, Mr. Bowie.
Monsieur Bowie.
Hello.
Hello. I see you took my advice.
Yes, and it worked very well. Thank you.
Thank you. You did us both a very great service.
That is right, my dear. Jouvin was becoming difficult. And now, as for you, I will give you just 24 hours to join me or get out of New Orleans.
And who are you, sir, to give me such an order?
Lafitte is my name. Jean Lafitte.
Well, my friend, he didn't give you much choice, did he? Either you come to Texas with me, or you stay here and join him.
Well, that might not be such a bad idea.
I think maybe you better come to Texas. You'll be safer with me. Much safer.
And here's the star of our show, Scott Forbes.
Hello, everyone. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And we'll be with us next week for another exciting adventure in the life of Jim Bowie.
Adventuring man, Jim Bowie, Jim Bowie. He roamed the wilderness unafraid, from Natchez to Rio Grande. With all the might of his gleaming blade, he fought for the rights of man. Jim Bowie, Jim Bowie, he was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless. Jim Bowie, he was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless and mighty adventuring man.
The 1830s were turbulent. Land, the goal not only of the honest, but also of the unscrupulous. And nowhere did men think of wealth in terms of acres more violently than along the Mississippi.
Get him, any way we can. All right, on you. Now, maybe you won't mind telling me what this is all about. Why don't you go ahead and finish him off? Take his life. You and your thieving brother have taken everything else we've got.
My brother Rezin? You're wrong, man. He's in the land business up north of Champion.
Yeah, Bowie and Bowie land office. Rezin Bowie and Jim Bowie, ain't that right?
Well, I got some money in it. He runs it.
He did run it.
How do you mean, did?
He got just what he deserved. Exactly what you're gonna get. He was shot last week.
Shot? Rezin?
Yeah, shot the thieving land grabber.
He's dead.
Well, now, look at this. Dead.
Jim! Rezin, you get right back in that chair until that doctor tells you that you can walk around. And put your feet up here.
Oh.
I just can't keep
5
this
years
boy
old.
in this chair.
Well,
I
you
don't
can
know.
feed me now.
Yeah. I worry myself sick about Mama. I grieve about you for 50 miles. I ride a good horse into the ground. I get back home. What you doing? You're sitting here eating rhubarb pie.
I'm hungry. Now look out, it's hot. Grabby.
I was told you were shot and killed.
Well, he was shot, and it's just God's mercy that he's not dead. You quit picking on him, the poor boy. If you were so worried about him, why don't you do something about his good name?
Yeah, now, wait a minute. What's this all about?
Well, Jim, we're in trouble. Plenty of
Now
trouble.
listen, you let me tell him. You're not supposed to talk. Jim, I want you to listen.
Yeah?
Rezin here almost sold off the whole tract when this fella,
Dupre.
yeah, Dupre, and he came along with a prior title to the whole shebang.
I thought you got it from the government.
Well, I did. But he had a land grant from some old French king or other.
Well, why can't we just refund all their money, and then we can recover from the government?
How are you going to recover his good name, and yours and mine? These poor settlers are being turned off of their land, and they're blaming us. Why, some of them even been burned out. And one man's wife and little boy were killed. And they're claiming that we're swindlers, thieves, and murderers.
I just can't see how this could happen. Any reason? Didn't you get advice from a lawyer?
Well, sure. Judge Coford.
Who?
Judge Jonas Coford.
From Kentucky?
Well, I don't know where he's from. He didn't say.
He wouldn't.
You know him, Ma?
Yeah, Mama. Aren't we related to some Cofords?
Why didn't you tell me you went to him?
Why? Because ever since I come home, you shush me every time.
Rezin, was he a good lawyer?
Well, he had an office full of clients. Drives a new carriage. He just bought the old Anderson plantation. Well, he must be a good lawyer.
Yeah, Mama. Isn't he a cousin of yours?
He certainly is not. Grandmother Hutchison's, her sister married Ed McGreevy, and they begat Sophie and Madge married Elihu Coford, and they begat... Well, all right, is my second cousin once removed.
Ah.
I never told you this before. Minnie, go out and see if the wash is dry. His grandfather, Ezra Coford, sold wooden nutmegs, and his father was a horse thief. And before this Jonas Coford was a lawyer, he was immoral. He's as slick as a boiled eel. Jim Bowie, if you don't stop that laughing at me, I'm going to take the broom to you.
Mama, I'm not laughing at you.
And you just see that you don't. You go up there and see that Jonas Coford and straighten this out and take care of those poor people if it's the last thing you ever do. We're Bowies, and I'm proud to be a Bowie. And if it takes every last cent we got before some other people get hurt, do you hear?
Yes, Mama, I hear. And I'll go.
Well, what are you standing around for? That Jonas Coford's in champion. Go up there and fix it.
Man, that's good pie. All right. Well, just tell me one thing. Before he was a lawyer, how was he immoral?
He was a play actor.
Jim Bowie, Elvie's son. Admirable woman, Elvie. So stern, so dutiful, so upright. She's well, your dear mother?
Yes, thank you. It's all but well. Of course, she's mighty upset right now about my brother.
Oh, and he would be...
Rezin boy. He was a client of yours.
Rezin boy is your brother? Well, why didn't he say so? Oh, but he's the one who just passed on. Most unfortunate affair. Please accept my condolences.
Thank you, but they're a little premature. I just left Rezin back home at Opelousas. He was in the kitchen eating rhubarb pie.
I'm delighted to hear that. One shouldn't trust the veracity of rumor.
Wow, who can you trust these days? Not even a government deed, it looks like.
Regrettable. Regrettable situation. Who would have believed that Rezin's deed would be superseded by a prior title from a Bourbon king?
Yeah. It's got us real curious. Sure like to see that French grant.
You should see it, James. I may call you James, may I not?
That's my name.
Well, you should see it immediately. Your mind won't be at rest until you do see it. Mine wouldn't. Why should yours?
All right, short me.
Well, now, I'm afraid I can't do that, James. Unhappily, it's not in my possession. I'll try to arrange it for you.
How?
Well, by speaking to the man who has it, Monsieur Armand Dupré. Well, he'll be reluctant, naturally, but I think I can persuade him. I'll say, it's only fair, monsieur. The Bowies are fine people. They won't like this blot on their escutcheon. They'll want proof of their mistake.
We sure do.
And you shall have it. I'll go at once. It's just a mile out the river road. My carriage, please. Monsieur Dupré bought the old Cayo plantation.
Yeah, I understand you just bought the old Anderson place.
A great stroke of luck, James. An old aunt of mine in Albany, New York, died and left me quite a legacy. Most unexpected, but not, shall we say, unwelcome. Thank you. You're at the inn, I suppose. I'll be in touch with you before the day is up. I'll be on my way as soon as I revise this deposition.
Before you revise the deposition, cousin, I'm kind of in a hurry.
Of course. This is nothing that can't wait. My Panama boy. Well, this has certainly been a pleasure to meet you, Cousin James.
It's been mutual, Cousin Jonas. In fact, it's so mutual, I think I'll just go along with you.
You will? Well, splendid.
And on the way, I'd sure like to hear some of the stories about your early days as a play actor.
Ah, my days as a thespian. Yes, sir, I was indeed the poor player who frets and struts his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more.
Well, dog, my cat.
You want to inspect the French grant, do you?
I insist on it, Monsieur Dupré.
Well, there's no reason why not. You will find it not only a valuable document, but actually a work of art. Oh, good morning, my dear.
Forgive me, I did not know you had guests.
Oh, please, Marcella, you know Judge Crawford. This is Monsieur Bowie.
Judge Crawford, Mr. Bowie.
Ma'am?
You wish to see me?
It is of no importance.
Oh, but it is. Speak freely, my dear. Oh, yes, you wanted some money. Was that not it?
Yes, if you please, Armand. Women never seem to have enough. Bangles and bows
and largesse to the poor?
Yes, that too.
When I married my dear wife, gentlemen, she was the widow of a marquis. And she has never forgotten it. One moment, my dear. I shall fill your empty purse.
No doubt I have been too open-handed with my charities, but these poor settlers evicted from their homes and forced to move on, God knows where, they have touched my heart.
We can understand that, ma'am.
Here is your money, my dear Marcella. And now we must get to business, huh? Perhaps there will be another occasion for them to hear of your past glories. And now, Monsieur Bowie, your problem. Here is the grant. I trust you will handle it carefully. It is beginning to show its age, as who is not in these hectic times, huh? Is that not an excellent likeness of His Majesty?
I can't blame you for being proud of this, monsieur. It's a real handsome document. Not to speak of its other value.
You are a connoisseur, monsieur.
Well, Cousin Jonas, I guess there's only one thing for reason of me to do. That's to take action against the government for selling us land it didn't own.
You are also a philosopher.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, Cousin Jonas?
Thank you, Monsieur Dupré. We're very grateful for your courtesy.
You've been most welcome, gentlemen.
Good day, monsieur.
If I can be of any further service, cousin, drive Mr. Bowie wherever he wishes to go.
I'll drive myself. Anybody want to hang the real thing?
You ain't welcome here. No Bowie is.
Dupré kicked my family off the land we bought from your brother. There's my wife and kids. Where are we gonna go?
Anybody that needy? I'll stake the food. I come here to try and straighten things out, and that goes for you, too. First thing I did this morning was go to the bank and establish credit here. I told them I'd stand behind loans for any of you needy settlers who had bought land from Bowie and Bowie. So all you got to do is go to the bank and ask...
Hey, look at this, counterfeit. I went to the bank and it's no good.
Where'd you get it?
From that woman, the one that's been helping us out around here.
Mrs. Dupré?
There she comes. That's Mrs. Dupré. That's her.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Kneeland. I was looking for you.
Don't touch it.
Don't take that money.
Take that counterfeit money out of here. Haven't we got enough trouble?
Counterfeit?
Ma'am? You men go into the bank and get your loans. I'll take care of this. Move on away. Madame Dupre, may I see that? Is this the money your husband gave you?
Yes. He might have spared me this last indignity.
You sure couldn't tell it was counterfeit. Looks good to me. Tell me, do you ever see that French land grant that he showed me? The one that gives him title to the land?
Yes.
I mean, did you ever read it? Did you ever study it closely?
No, not closely.
Oh.
He wouldn't dare.
Well, if this is, why not the grant?
Those poor people.
Don't cry, ma'am. Now, listen to me. Here, take this. I need your help.
I help you?
About the grant.
How?
Well, there was a picture on it. King, Louis the something,
There were many Louis.
Louis the 16th, I think this one was. Wasn't he the one who kind of lost his head?
He did indeed, along with his poor wife, Marie Antoinette.
Do you know when that was? I mean, what year?
It's a date I well remember. It was the year I was born, 1793. But why do you ask?
Well, this King Louis. You know how old he was when he was...
Guillotined? About 40, 39 to be exact, I believe.
I see, and he died in 93? So let's see, he was born in 39 from 93, he was born in 1754.
That sounds right, but why?
But the date on that land grant was 1765. He could only have been 11 years old at that time.
Yes?
Well, don't you see? The picture was one of a fully grown man with his name on it and his signature underneath.
But this is so stupid of him. He knows better than that. No, it is not stupid at all. It was deliberate.
I don't think I understand.
Of course it was deliberate. He makes a glaring error in history and dates on the assumption that no one here, yourself, for instance, will know the difference. And that Americans are all ignorant backwoodsmen. And from this his mean little soul is fed. From this he feels superior. Oh, the arrogance, the conceit of him.
Don't, ma'am, don't. There's some way out of this.
I don't know. I have prayed that there might be, but...
Well, I don't want to intrude on your privacy. You don't have to answer this if you don't want it.
Please, Mr. Bowie, I have no secrets from you now.
Well, do you want to see this man, this husband of yours, get what he deserves?
After this? Yes, Mr. Bowie.
Well, then, I think the best thing is for you to invite me back to your house this afternoon as a sort of surprise for him. I'll bring Judge Coford.
Are you sure you want to do this? Don't underrate Armand, Mr. Bowie. He is a dangerous man.
So am I, sometimes, Madame Dupre.
Then come to tea at 4.
Tea at 4.
This has been a day of revelations indeed. When you were here this morning, monsieur, I had no idea you were the famous Jim Bowie.
I doubt I'll be in the history books, monsieur.
Oh, but of course you will. Oh, you should be, certainly. Did you not invent a new knife?
A small accomplishment.
Oh, but not at all. I'm greatly interested in knives. It is also a specialité of mine. May I see one of yours? Oh. But magnificent. My dear wife does not like me to discuss the subject. It offends her aristocratic sensitivity. But I maintain that cold steel is the only civilized weapon. The poison of the Borgias was one-sided to a cowardly degree. And the gun is nothing more than a shattering explosion, robbing the duelist of the excitement of quiet personal combat. Steel. Steel, monsieur. Silent, deadly, exquisitely tempered, is the only true weapon. Primitive, some may say, but I doubt that the future will develop anything more civilized.
May I have some more tea, please, Herbert?
It It was so well balanced, I could not resist seeing it in flight.
Where'd you pick up your liking for the blade, monsieur?
Abroad. 8 years I studied the dagger with such masters as Gino Lardi, the Venetian, Pedro Pizarro, the Portuguese. Herbert, pour Monsieur Bowie some brandy.
No, thank you. I have to be riding back to town. Lawsuits take time, and I haven't any to waste.
Oh, but I want you to see my blade, monsieur. Please don't go. Herbert, pour me brandy. My own dagger. Really a poignard. Copied after those used in the Highlands of Scotland. Thank you, Herbert. The music of the wine glass and the music of death are almost identical, are they not, monsieur? Herbert, take an orange from that basket and stand up against the wall.
Please don't let me, please.
Armand, you know how it terrifies him. It does the same for me.
Hold it against your cheek in the usual way.
Please, Armand.
But I've only had one brandy, my dear.
Armand,
Herbert!
don't do this awful thing again.
As you see, monsieur, I lay my forearm flat on the table. Then I get my blade well fixed between my thumb and my index finger.
No, Mr. Dupree.
Then I get my target well fixed within my range of view.
Stop, Armand.
Once I have the target engraved in my mind, then I can throw with my eyes closed. Please observe. You will hardly see my wrist move. I throw the knives in this house, monsieur.
You can go, Herbert.
You have offended me.
It was intentional.
Why?
Because you've offended me.
How?
By having the stupidity to think that I was stupid.
Are you not stupid, monsieur?
Maybe. But I was able to figure out that Louis XVI was only 11 years old on the date of that land grant.
Brilliant.
That grant's a forgery, Monsieur Dupré. Just like some of the currency you've been making. Who's been putting it into circulation for you, anyway? Cousin Jonas, we never did have any kin in Albany, New York, did we? Yeah. In fact, you bought the old Anderson place with some of this money, didn't you? Where'd you pass it?
Well, I found gambling houses, the best outlets. In Memphis, Natchez, New Orleans.
Well, Mama's going to be very upset when she hears about this. Very upset.
I think you can be excused, Marcella.
I am not going, Armand.
I do not think you will like what you will have to see.
And what will she have to see?
He intends to murder you, Mr. Bowie.
So, the moment has finally come, huh?
Yes, Armand. At last. Watch him carefully, Mr. Bowie. He spoke one truth today. He did study the dagger under Lardi and Pizarro. They were his fellow inmates in prison in France, where he served 7½ years for forgery.
That makes certain that no one but me must leave here alive.
Now, this whole matter can be solved, Mr. Dupré, if you'll just come to town and make a clean breast of this whole affair.
Quiet, you fatuous spoonbag!
Keep your fingers away from that steel, monsieur.
But is it the only weapon in the house? I have no gun. I told you the sound offends me.
Stand down, monsieur!
I don't want to kill you, Dupré.
Judge Crawford is next. I'm saving the Marquise until last. It will be interesting to see how she will die, huh? Ha!
All right, you can drop that knife from the Scottish Highlands. Go on, drop it. Now get up. So it's all cleaned up now. Every one of those settlers back on his land. The rest of it sold.
Bowie and Bowie are out of business.
For the time being.
Much obliged, Jim.
Well, I think I'm going to bed.
No, you're not. Not before you tell us what happened to that poor Marquesa.
Well, Madame Dupre? Well, she bought the old Anderson place. She's doing fine.
Oh, no, Jim, you got that mixed up. Judge Cofford bought the Anderson place.
Yeah, but he decided to sell real cheap just before he took the steamboat north. Said he was going back in the medicine show business.
What I can't get through my head is why I didn't shoot you.
Yeah, that's just what I asked him.
What'd you say?
He said, shoot you? Why, James, you're kinfolk. I couldn't shoot the son of my own first cousin.
Why, that's a fib and a story and a barefaced lie. Now, Grandmother Hutchison, her sister married Ed McCreevy, and they begot Sophia Madge, and Madge, yes, she married Alec Hugh Colford, and then, no,
Come on, Mama.
And then I think it was Sophie who married her.
And here's the star of our show, Scott Forbes.
Hello, everyone. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. And we'll be with us again next week for another exciting adventure in the life of Jim Bowie.
Adventure in man, Jim Bowie, Jim Bowie. He roamed the wilderness unafraid from Natchez to Rio Grande. With all the might of his gleaming blade, he fought for the rights of man. Jim Bowie, Jim Bowie, he was a bold adventuring man. Jim Bowie, battled for right with a powerful hand. His blade was tempered and so was he. Indestructible steel was he. Jim Bowie, he was a fighter, a fearless and mighty adventuring man.